This is for the fluid data, propan data, and if you have some notes. But I want to follow this track, okay? I want to follow this track, not from this one, because this is the most important thing, frac data. And we have completed this section. And then we go to the next section, which is reservoir. Okay. And let me check for production data here. And fluid properties. Okay. Just focus on frac data. And then here, frac data. And then after well data, go to reservoir. So you can follow me, reservoir properties, wellbore radius. It's actually well property, not reservoir property. In my case, it's 0.35. And then drainage area, for example, you know the pressure transient analysis, you know the drainage area of the well, or you can look at the reservoir map. Let's say the drainage area is 40 acres with initial reservoir pressure 1,100 and the current reservoir pressure 849 or 850. Okay, this is actually not very important, but later on, if you want to do production data analysis, you need to use the initial reservoir pressure. And then the bottom hole flowing pressure, assuming flowing condition, it's 350 in my case. And then the reservoir temperature, 171, wellhead temperature in Fahrenheit, 100 degrees, and bottom hole injection temperature, 150. And then for the permeability, I mean porosity, 0.23, and then the permeability, for example, 3 millidarcies, or 1 actually, and then the pay height, okay, the pay height in my case is 57, okay, and then you can input the rock compressibility, okay, for example, 1 e to the power of -6, and then the water compressibility, yeah, it's actually very, very small, right? Okay, it becomes 0, but you can also use compressibility correlation. Okay, for example, if you have sandstone and the porosity is 0.23, okay, you can calculate and then apply. It's very small. And also the water compressibility, for example, current reservoir pressure is 850, and then the salt content is 12,000 ppm. Let's neglect gas saturated, calculate, apply all here. Okay, so by the way, by default, it's already multiplied by 10 to the power of -6. So it's 2.3 multiplied by 10 to the power of -6. And for water, it's 3 multiplied by 10 to the power of -6. Closure pressure, if you have mini frac data, okay, you can input that. But if you don't know about that, you can use rule of thumb, okay, 1.5 multiplied by the reservoir pressure. Okay, in this case, I already know the closure pressure. And let's say pre-frac skin is 2. You can assume it, for example. And then sperator test, okay. The gas specific gravity 0.7, gas oil ratio, for example, 100. And then the pressure and the temperature of the sperator is 100. And then again, the external pressure 850, and the production bottom hole pressure 350, temperature reservoir 171, and then the API gravity 36. Okay, or you can also calculate API gravity from oil specific gravity if you want. Let's say oil specific gravity is 0.7 also. Calculate, click OK. or dead oil specific gravity, let's say 0.8. Yeah, it's more reasonable. Not too light, not too heavy. Recalculate, okay, the viscosity, oil compressibility, and oil formation volume factor will be calculated. And then you can click copy calculated values from above, or if not, you can change manually to get good matching when you do production data analysis. Okay, this is for oil well. If you have gas well, then you can do the setting here. Okay, and the next thing is geologic layering.